Good evening mga kalaro and welcome to the Council of Titos, the show on the Laro-Laro channel where Sportitos talk about a different kind of game. The reality TV game show and social experiment that has run for over 2 decades, Survivor. I'm Chief Bisdak Joel Percon, and with me as always is Vice Chief Bisdak Joao Tienza. What's up, Joao? How are you doing?
I'm loving the black, Joe. I'm loving the black.
Nice.
And we also have with us the man with the thoughts. Let's all welcome the one and only Martin. How are you doing, Marts?
Doing fine. I'm going with a green because it's going to be green and red motif. It's almost Christmas, guys.
There you go. Almost Christmas, just in time. Tonight, the council takes a look at episode 10 of season 43 entitled Get That Money, Baby.
We got that prediction wrong.
We got
that prediction so wrong.
So wrong.
Damn it, Cody.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of connected anyway. But anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into it and start with our highs. So, guys, what are your highs for this episode? Let's start with Martin.
Oh, actually, I want Joao to say it because he already mentioned it in the group chat. I just want to pile on.
Okay,
like the whole editing thing.
I get this feeling that this is going to be a unanimous high for all of us.
Uh-huh.
The editing of that one Jesse confessional that made it look like a heist film.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was cool. It was something that was new. I haven't seen it. Has it ever happened, Martin? Before?
Oh hell no! Not that big of an editing in recent years. If there was, it would have been some episode I wouldn't remember anymore.
It might have been a Tony thing, but they didn't have the whole graphics and all of that. They and then the screen, the frozen screen. And you're right, Joe. It did look like a heist film.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
And with like the whole freeze frame thing, it was like first thing or like checklist number 1. Make sure that you have a cover story, and then it froze. Like I was brought back to our Council of Titos episode from a couple of episodes ago where my internet connection cut off and I got frozen. We thought it was the producers being like, oh, they're getting close to the concept of Survivor 45, but no, they were preparing us for this episode.
Yes.
Yeah. They were listening in, and then they told us they just wanted us to be mentally prepared for what's going to happen today. Well, overall, I would like to think that Jesse had a very good edit for this episode. He was the editors really loved him, and we did get the line wrong, but it eventually did come from him. Well, it came from his kid,
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's
Maybe the
kid.
kid's name is also Cody.
We don't know.
We want to get that
such a
subject
close
right,
relationship
just like
on
we
the
want to get
island.
that money.
Just like how Owen's girlfriend's name is actually also Sammy, right?
Ooh.
So that's kind of weird. Every time he hears the Sammy getting called, he's like, huh? And they were in the same tribe for the longest time.
I'm just trying to check the palm trees at the back. It might just fall off. Sorry.
Well, I guess the two of you can agree that this was a very Jesse centric episode, right?
I love it.
Not really. I don't know. My other high is My other high is Noel.
Oh, yeah. We did get all of the Noel stuff for this. Episode
this is really weird because when we go over to our survivors of the week, I'm gonna say that it's Noel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They
even though this was
her boot,
like a hero's edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, even though this
I
was
can
her
get
boot episode, everything was around was edited around her. Even like Jesse's heist movie was to take out Noel, right? So it was warping around Noel in that way.
Yeah.
Just to sort of preempt our last section of the pod, it's Noel is my survivor of the week.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, speaking of Noel, I have a question for you guys. Do you think that everyone else was just being too nice and they really waited for Noel to finish that section of the reward challenge so that she can join them, and then she just comes from behind and wins it? Do you
Well,
think
there
so?
was
Do you
a
think that's
precedent
possible?
episode. Remember when she got stuck in the net? Like
Yeah.
when it was her and Sammy.
Yeah.
But
For this one,
maybe
do you
it
think that
was
they
just
waited for her? Come on, let's give her a fighting chance to
Like
try
they
and
decided
get
to
this.
sandbag it,
Yeah.
yeah, like
that
give a
and
And
handicap.
they
thus
were cheering her on. They were like, "You can do it, Noel. Keep on going, Noel." And yeah, yeah.
Yes,
and just as a sort of
maybe. I
addendum
don't
to that
know.
question, just a point for reflection that I stole from our heroes over at the No Buffs. Do you think it was the wrong move for her to win?
Ooh, ooh, because that painted especially I think I saw that part of no buffs, especially this reward, the final 8 reward, which is usually the when
Yeah,
and Jeff told them that it was gonna be the loved ones
yeah,
reward, right?
you're gonna get some love, right? Like, I don't know. I I always not that I always thought, but like, wasn't there some sort of like, isn't there survivor wisdom in throwing the reward challenge that is the family visit because you don't want to
They
have
have
that
to choose.
weight?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's the cursed.
Is it the
Yeah,
cursed
it's the
reward?
cursed reward as well. Remember, like back when they voted off that girl. Oh shit! I'm
Here we
sorry.
go
I'm so
again with
sorry.
Martin's.
I'm so sorry.
From which season, man?
Where Cochran won. The one
Uh,
who
I don't
was,
remember that
yeah,
either.
she won that reward challenge
Uh-huh.
for the family reward, and then she didn't put Dawn in the reward. So Dawn was so angry and bitter. So she like
Oh,
plotted for her ouster because she was a physical threat and a mental threat, and now she's like a
social
social
threat.
threat.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
wow.
like
Sorry.
there was that thought that
Maybe.
has some people have been putting out there now. It might have been her $1 million mistake, if you
Mm,
will, like
true.
winning that because she's like anybody that had any sort of fighting chance against her at final tribal just
Add
lost it.
add like the added getting pissed because she came from all the way from
Oh,
behind and won
yeah.
it over them.
Yeah, so like, you know, because that's the sort of thing that a jury loves, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the sort of triumph of the human spirit kind of
Yeah.
stories that you
Yes.
have in
Yeah.
Survivor.
She had already gotten her strategic story in the previous episode, right? And then for this one, she got her emotional victory. Right? So it really sort of really painted the target on Noel's back.
So just a thought.
Yeah,
Um,
true. I can see how that
Yeah.
could have been a bad move on her part. But then
so
again,
that was
would it have been? Would anyone have been saved from that? Had it say been Jesse or Cody, would they have gotten through tribal?
Maybe because Jesse has 2 idols,
yeah.
and
No,
then
but without a
Cody.
target on his back,
Oh, there
would he have
always going to
had
be
to
a
use one
target.
of the idols?
Probably.
Right?
He's gonna have to use one of the idols.
So yeah,
And
I think the
think
safest person going in there would probably be Cassidy or Carla because they don't have targets on their backs really.
Yeah.
Oh,
0.
okay. Well, except for this yeah, right? It was this
Yeah.
episode.
Because wait, Carla's still injured, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So she already got her emotional victory
Yeah.
when she
Oh,
injured
man.
her hand and still and won the immunity back in the
Yeah.
ball thing, the clamp
Yeah, it
thing,
was like,
right? Yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah. What about you, Marts? What's your high?
Oh yeah, like I said, the editing. Like I said, I wanted Joao to answer this because that's the same thing I was gonna say. The editing on Jesse's the heist thing. That was amazing. That's all I have.
Any
Actually.
other high on your
Nope.
side?
Not really.
Wow.
Not even Cassidy's immunity win.
Yeah, for me,
That's a high for you.
Yeah, she hasn't been doing anything.
No, that shouldn't have been an high because you were scared for her in this episode, remember?
And that's why it was such a high for
That's
me,
why it's
because
a
she
high.
won
Oh,
immunity.
fine. There
And
you go.
Right?
and what was the immunity challenge? Bringing the thing up high.
High.
Yeah.
Oh, it's high.
So it's a high.
Yeah, but I did at times at certain angles it seemed as if she didn't get the height. Right?
Ooh,
At certain angles, even the guys at No Buffs were like, you know what? In certain angles, I don't think that
Yeah.
it got there.
it's not high enough.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hard because the camera angles were hard. Some angles showed that she probably was like a couple of inches short,
Oh.
but from Jeff's vantage point, he was even. But then again, Jeff was like tilting down, so it's easier to say that it made the hit. It made the height. Anyway, but yeah, still Cassidy. She and aside from that, she showed up. She started doing strategy, right? And it even got me thinking because I have become like a Carla advocate. It started
Yes.
it started me thinking. It started these thoughts in me like, wait, is Carla the goat? Is Cassidy the real tactician?
That's so weird. Like, that's so weird
So,
to think about, right?
wait,
Because
is-
like there's been a reversal because
So she's the Natalie White to Carlos Russell Haynes? I hope not.
Maybe, maybe.
hope
Well,
not.
but no, because you can. It's not really
No way,
a direct
man.
translation,
Not
but
directly. Yeah.
because we've started thinking that Carla was like this great tactician moving behind the scenes, but with the way that Cassidy was shown in this episode, it seemed as if she was more of a tactician.
You think this like her coming out episode, like how Erica had hers before she won her season? With
Maybe,
the whole,
maybe.
yeah.
I mean, this is we've been seeing sort of the slow rise of Cassidy. Like at the moment that I said I'm so scared for Cassidy, which was like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
That was when Cassidy's stock started to rise. And I suppose the inverse is true for Carla in a way, because apparently the previous vote for James was like a last minute thing that was thrown to her by
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yeah. Right, she would have been on the wrong side of the votes had Sammy not blabbed. Sammy the flip flopper,
Yeah, the flip flopper. Oh.
the 19-year-old
well.
flip flopper.
He ain't Sammy Uso yet. So he's still 19 years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and also, I'm hoping for a Peridium video on whether or not Cassidy's technique of like stacking
Oh,
up those.
Yeah, the chips. They call them cards, but they're not. Those weren't. They were chips. If that's a hack,
Yeah, if those mahjong pieces
Mahjong
were
pieces, there you go.
like yeah, and I don't know, that was quite interesting because
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I know there's like some physics to this. If you have like a stick and you try to balance the stick on your hand, it is tremendously unstable. But if you have like a stick with a heavy top, it becomes easier for you to balance on your hand.
Oh,
That's okay. That makes sense.
so maybe that's what she was doing. That's probably what she was doing. She was stacking it heavy on top, so it would be easier for her to maneuver.
To
Maybe.
balance, I don't know if the physics works for that house of quote unquote cards, but either way,
It
that's
wasn't even a house; it was a tower. Jeff, man, his script writers need to work harder.
Yeah,
Right?
so that's the other up that I usurped from Martin.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. For me, I like the fact also. I mentioned that Carla seems to be her stock, like what you said, Joe, is sort of going down. But I like the fact that we're seeing Carla with her back against the wall. I like it because I it's a high for me because I want to see. We get to see now how she reacts to adversity, right? She's been coasting. She's been in the middle the entire time, but she's been moving moving pieces the entire time, but she has been in the middle. She hasn't really been thought of. This is the first time that she got votes, right? Yeah, this was the episode where she got the votes.
I
Or was it?
think so.
Yeah,
Let
right.
me let
This was her
me
first. These were her first votes, and now we'll see in the next episode how she's gonna react to that. All right.
So I'm just looking at um the wiki page.
The voting history.
Yeah.
Did she get a vote?
Yeah,
She
Karma
got
got
she got votes
two
this
votes
episode,
this
from
episode.
Sammy and Owen.
Yeah, this
Oh
episode.
wow.
So that
And-
she's not Sandra anymore.
She's not Sandra.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks
She's-
like
It was the first time she got votes. So
yeah, the 1st
we'll
time
see.
she ever got votes.
Yeah, we'll see how she reacts to that in the next episode. Any other highs, Joe? No? Good?
And I'm just sorry, I was just looking at the voting history and trying to see if we're going to have if we possibly have a perfect game of Survivor winner, but
I think they've all gotten votes already. I think.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Carla was the last chance, had the last chance of getting a perfect game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
anyway, since we're done with the highs, let's go ahead and get to our lows. Martin, you want to start us off?
Well, for me, the low would always be like due to COVID protocols, we don't get that, warm,
actual
fuzzy
family.
feeling of the family visit. The last time we saw that was the last
Winners.
era, Winners at
Yeah,
War.
Winners at War. Yeah.
And I guess in a good way, because I don't think they can top that. So we'll need a couple more seasons for most people to forget how awesome that was. Because even those in the island got to see their family, if you
Yeah.
guys remember.
Yeah.
That was,
That was
very
cute.
touching.
That was cute.
For me, that's like my low. Like, had there not been the pandemic, maybe we'd get those, warm, fuzzy feelings, not just the letters, not just the videotapes, but oh, where's more? Hello, family. Like, just Jeff being cheesy ass Jeff.
Yeah, with a
bringing
black
your
shirt.
loved ones there.
But yeah, I
that's
was
just me.
connected to that though. I'm yes, we
Yeah.
didn't get the loved ones. It would have been cute to see the loved ones come in. But I was wondering why letters this time and not even the horror
videotape?
videos from the last
Those
season.
creepy videos.
Actually,
Right?
I was expecting that. But then again, they might have been expecting that too.
Okay, I see. But it was weird. It was I did notice it was pointed out again by our heroes at No Buffs that it would have been hard to get parchment to all of those family members, and I did seem to think that one of the letters, it seemed as if it was scanned onto the colored parchment that they were reading off of. So they were probably trying to just make it look as if it was the parchment was from the loved ones. So yeah, but it was obvious.
They probably just had him write it on a piece of paper or whatever, and
Yeah.
print it onto the parchment or
Yeah.
something to that effect, which isn't very hard to do. If I'm being honest, right? Like, that's not very hard to do. So
What about you,
I
Joe?
wouldn't,
What's
I
your low?
wouldn't go so far as to say that it was like Jeff's words, even jokingly, because I do remember that from that particular episode. About the family visit, or what? Just to Martin's point, at least we got to see it this time, because in 42 we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, man.
That was something that I kind of forgot to bring up in the highs, but I suppose it's also a way for me to, I suppose it's a bit of a counterpoint to Martin. Noelle is so badass that she forced them to include this in the edit.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because because the family visit happened in Survivor 42, but they didn't show it.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Or did they?
I don't 42. Who was 42? I don't remember seeing Oh, didn't they have like a video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
had
did.
video,
Yeah,
man.
the creepy
That
video.
man.
The creepy video that's
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
meant
So what did they cut out? I remember they mentioned that they cut out something big, like a big reward.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Or
Not
was
sure.
it the? Oh, it was.
Maybe it was
might be the
the
idle nullifier.
idle
Yeah, it's
nullifier.
just
Yeah, it might be the idle nullifier.
with Omar
Yeah.
or whatever.
I
Yeah,
miss
so-
the creepy videos.
right.
Now that I
Because
think
at least
about it,
if it had been videos, it would probably have. I think that it would probably have hit harder for the survivors because they
Yeah.
would see their loved ones. Right? It would. I don't know. It would have been a little bit more emotional for me. To be given a choice between reading a letter and then or seeing a video. But then again, the video you can only watch it once and then it's done. The letter you can read it over and over again.
why
Right?
not
That's
both?
true.
Why not both?
Yeah, actually, that
Give
can
each
be
of
both.
them like
Yeah.
a tablet or something that they can
Yeah.
turn on and then have the videos go on, right? Or
Which of
something.
the loved ones then was the reason that they didn't have videos?
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Sammy's?
because I'm
Maybe.
assuming that like as all 18 go out, or
Mhm.
as all 18 went out, they sent notice to their loved ones like, hey, you might have to write a letter or take a, you might have to take a video or whatever.
Mm.
And I would think that even if one of them is
no.
incapable of making a video, then they don't have a video for everybody, because like how
Yeah.
crap would that be, right?
Mhm.
Like everybody gets the nice, like, the nice horror video, and like one person just gets a letter, like, oh,
Oh, you have a letter.
You have a
how
letter.
nice,
Personally handed over by Jeff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
thanks, I hate it. But yeah, that's how it goes there. That's how you have to
Yeah.
understand that.
Speaking of letter, we didn't get
The letter.
and I suppose this is kind of my, like, I really like this episode. This is one of, this is a really solid episode. I don't really have any lows, apart from the fact that we didn't get to see Owen's letter, or we didn't get to read, not Owen, Sammy's letter, right?
Oh,
Like,
Mm.
we
Yeah, he didn't say anything from his letters.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just had a shot of him like looking at his letter, and then, hey guys, we should talk about strategy, ha ha ha, right? Like, then
His letter must have been
everybody else,
crappy.
yeah.
Maybe it was a
Um,
crappy
yeah.
letter. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna read this. Hey, let's talk strategy. Let's talk that.
It was probably like from one of like his roommate or something, say like, if you're reading this, congratulations, now go talk strategy, and like,
Or like, wait, what's Sammy's job again?
He's a
He's a
pet
pet
mortician. Right?
Cremator.
yeah, pet
Right?
Pet
cremator, the pet
cremator,
cremator.
Okay, what if it's just like, dear Sammy, how have you been? We miss you here. P.S. Please clean your room. We smell like the dead animals here. It smells toasted. Love, your mom and dad.
Yeah, could
PPS,
yeah, it might
talk
have been really
strategy.
crap. They couldn't get any material out of the shots that they were getting
Sammy.
of Sammy.
So they just cut to the chase. Say, hey, let's
Cut
talk
to the
strategy.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, nothing like, when they showed Jesse reading his letter, and Jesse's kid basically getting the episode
line.
title, yeah,
Yeah.
getting the line, I was like, there's no way that any other letter can top this, and they're going to have to move on from this if we look at sort of the emotional arc of that scene. And yeah, it just had to be Sammy that sort of broke the
broke the pace and started talking strategy, which was
Yeah.
not employed by the others in the sanctuary. Has it
yeah,
always
it's
been
kind of like
sanctuary?
well,
They've
that's
always
what they called
referred
it
to
the
it
past
as-
couple of times, right? The
Okay.
sanctuary since
Right.
40
Since 41?
41.
Mm.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Marvel movie in a way. I'm doing the thing where we're expected to talk in like similes or metaphors or whatever. It's kind of like Marvel movies, specifically the more comedic Marvel movies that take you down this super like emotional road, and then all of a sudden they yank you out of it by, Dave
Right.
Bautista asking, "Why is
Why is
Gamora?"
Gamora?
Right? Or that was sort of what
The
it
screaming
felt
goats.
like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
You're
Oh, I have a question.
like the Taika Waititi Thor movies. Once you start getting a little bit emotionally, they just pull you out of it by
Just
giving
pull
a
you out.
weird line.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have a question. Because I actually had this as a low. I thought it was they were having too much fun, I think. What do you think of the drone shots? Those zooming through the challenge drone shots.
I actually liked them.
You like
It's
them?
okay.
Okay.
I actually liked them.
I mean,
Um,
why not utilize the budget? Finally.
It-
What do you
it's-
mean? What,
yeah.
what do you mean utilize the budget? They have no
They
budget,
have
and it's
no-
amazing that they were able to get those shots with with the meager budget that they have. So low that they can't fly the family
Loved
members
ones.
out. For...
We know it's COVID protocol.
No, I mean
I'm just kidding,
COVID
yeah.
protocol.
You
That's
know,
still like 2
COVID
weeks.
protocols.
They could
Even
have kept them in
at
Ponderosa and then sent them over in after 2 weeks, right? That's why.
And
that's
that's-
technically why this is just a 26-day. These have been 26-day seasons because they spent 14 days in isolation, right?
Oh,
yeah, but even
uh,
even then though, like I would imagine that well, no, because we're looking at it from the lens of today
yeah.
when this was
Yeah, this was
earlier.
probably like earlier in
This was
the-
earlier because
Restrictions.
right now like restrictions are basically, you know,
Yeah,
do you have a booster?
especially-
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
Americans, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
especially in touristy countries.
Yeah.
Like in the Philippines, we don't need to quarantine if you come in
Anymore,
with a
yeah.
booster shot.
Hmm.
Exactly. Or fully vaccinated, actually.
Yeah, so like there's, you know, like our, you know, requirements have been loosened like nothing else in touristy sort of places.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that Fiji, being a place that relies so heavily on tourism, would have been one of the first to drop a lot of the restrictions once COVID became less of a death sentence.
Hmm.
I mean, hell, we've all had COVID now at this point, right? Like,
Well, well, I haven't.
I thought. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
that
He's on
that,
an
that,
immunity streak.
that we
Yeah,
know of.
I got an immunity streak, right? I'm on an immunity streak. Let's not
Let's not
dwell
jinx
on
it. Let's not
Let's
jinx
not
it.
jinx it. Yeah.
He's the real life Gabler streak.
Yeah, the alley. That's why, because I go down and I rarely surface like the alligator. Right. That's why. All right. Any other lows, guys?
None for me.
No,
Now,
no. There's a no.
fix my coconut tree right now.
Oh yeah, I've got a random thought. This is a random thought. I've always wondered this. How do they determine the voting order? How does Jeff determine who goes first? Cassidy, you're up. Like for tribal,
Yeah, that is a.
yeah. For the past 40 plus seasons, I don't know.
right? It's like because it's
Is it
weird because
seating
you've
order?
got someone on the end of tribal, but they don't start with that person. They start with someone from the middle.
Yeah. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. I guess it's
Is it
randomized. It should be
alphabetical?
randomized.
Because Cassidy is before Cody. Is there anyone else before Cassidy? In
You know-
in the cast right now, right? Is
I'm
it?
now gonna have to watch it again. Now I'm gonna have to watch like the whole season again.
To check whether.
Thanks, Joel.
Yeah, but I don't think there's an order. Jeff just says whatever.
Really?
I mean, for the past 40 seasons, are you sure? Is it alphabetical? Is it by seating arrangement?
I
We've
don't
been
know.
watching this for the past 2 decades. I don't
Yeah.
think there's something. He just when he feels like it, you're up. You're up.
Hold up. I
Right?
have the episode up right now. You guys can talk while I skip over.
Yeah, but it started with Cassidy. I know that it started with Cassidy.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cassidy's way after Carla
What do you mean?
by alphabet.
No, because Carla is K. Carla
Oh,
is spelled
wait.
with a K.
I don't see.
No,
Oh, damn.
it's spelled with a K. It's spelled with a K.
Oh no,
I didn't know
it
that.
it isn't alphabetical because I'm watching the
Was it not? Yeah,
episode. I was
prior.
watching the episode prior to this one, the one with Ryan Boot,
Mm.
and on their half
Their
of
group. Yeah, their
yeah,
five.
Ryan was first, and Cassidy was on that group, or what was
Oh,
in that group? It was Cassidy,
maybe they did reverse.
Jesse.
No, like I said, it's just on
Now you're gonna
Jeff's
have to check
terms.
I'm
again,
gonna have
Joe.
to open it up again. Oh man.
It's Jeff Probst World, guys. Let's not overthink this. He's the host producer. He is God.
Okay. Well, anyway, thinking. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go with our predictions for the next
Yes.
episode. We caught a really cool. I think that it was a cool end tag because it mean it the challenge that one of the challenges that I wanted to see again is coming back in.
The waterboarding
Ooh,
challenge.
The waterboarding challenge is back.
Sounds
Right.
scary.
We're far.
putting
We're far enough away from all of the controversy in Guantanamo Bay for it to be okay to call it
Actually,
waterboarding.
it's been literally 20 years. Good job, Survivor.
Yeah,
You can finally use it again.
yeah. Anyway, any predictions, guys, for the next episode?
Um,
Well, before that, who gets
What's
the
the
episode
title?
title?
Yeah.
Hiding in
The
plain
next
sight.
episode title is Hiding in Plain Sight. For me, it's one of the people in the middle. And the people in the middle, it's not gonna be Jesse or Cody anymore. They're like out there. Or at least it's not gonna be the person who says it. It's gonna be again. I keep going back to him. It's gonna be my man Gabler.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this because it's like the whole Ali Gabler thing.
Yeah, he's
Right,
gonna
'cause-
resurface, right?
Because an alligator's just hiding on plain sight.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Ali
True.
Gabler is hiding in plain sight. If ever, it's going to be somebody that's talking about Gabler because of the people that are left.
Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
Owen. Maybe
yeah.
Owen.
It's
I'll
just
just
it's
say Owen.
it's either Owen or Gabler that
Yeah.
we feel
He's
like are
been-
playing a sort of
Mid game.
yeah, like a low key
Low key.
yeah. What's
Um,
an under the radar game.
Under the
usual,
radar. Yeah.
term.
Or another thought would be it might be about another advantage. The idol nullifier is hiding in plain sight.
Oh dear God!
Because
would
in
it
the
be
end
Jeff
tag we did see
saying-
them scramble, right? The
Yeah.
end tag showed them scrambling
Yeah.
for a new advantage. And then it might be someone might say we might be looking in the wrong places. It might be hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like
Yeah.
Zoolander. The files are in the computer. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit
Is
old
it going to
reference,
be
I'm
knowledge is
sorry.
power?
Oh gosh, if it's knowledge is power, no one is gonna wanna hold
No,
on
please, no, God, no.
Like if knowledge is power comes back, they really have to throw it in the fire at that point, right?
to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're gonna do. Oh, where's the fireplace? Why? I got the advantage. Are you crazy? It's the knowledge is power. Okay, sir. What the hell?
But what
Everyone
would
just
be
doesn't
cool?
want to have it.
What would be cool, and this is my fan fictions, my fan fiction part of the podcast.
Mm.
If knowledge is power does come back in, the circumstance that I think it would be, that would be palatable for me, would be if Carla gets it.
Okay.
Because Carla voted against the knowledge is power twice already, and so she gets knowledge is power, and it has to be secret because she knows that keeping an idol or keeping an advantage secret is good gameplay. Even though apparently everybody knows that she has the Coco idol, where that came.
Well, according to
where
Jesse.
where that came from, I have no clue. Hey, we're being blindsided. This is what it feels like to be in Survivor. Ha ha ha. But it would be cool if she got knowledge's power. She kept it secret. She uses it against Jesse at Tribal, and then he pulls out his second idol.
Oh yeah, we go back to that. Yeah, that would be cool.
And then
would be
Cody and that bridge with Cody is burned.
Cody's burnt.
You have an idol? You didn't tell me? Oh,
How dare you?
Oh.
That's why I have living on my ass, not trust.
oh, speaking of like having live-in tattooed on his ass, something really cool that Tiffany Seeley said.
Mhm.
If she were
Oh.
on the island with Cody, they probably would have gotten along really well. And after that, like she probably would have gotten large written tattooed on her butt. That way it could be like live-in
Live-in
large.
large.
Wait, for those who don't remember who Tiffany was, what season was he again?
41.
Yeah, Queen Tiffany, guys. Anyway,
Any other predictions, guys?
I think that's it for me. Like, I'd like to say Owen's gonna say the line, but for some reason, Jeff might be a jerk about it, and apparently it says so. My second vote would be Jeff if it's not Owen.
Really? Wow. You think Jeff is gonna go ahead and say it? Wow.
They've been ding around, but my real vote is like for Owen.
Oh, okay.
But I have a
Owen
feeling it's
talking
gonna be
about
Jeff.
Gabler?
Yes.
Or Owen talking about himself?
Oh, I don't think it's the alligator, and it may not even be the advantage. It may be the clue for the next challenge. During the challenge,
Okay.
it may be a maze type challenge. It's like season 2 where you go around, and then there's a quiz B, like you choose A, B, or C.
Oh, so you don't think that the waterboarding is the challenge?
It may be challenge number 1 or 2. I don't
Okay.
know. Or maybe hiding in plain sight would be advantages during the challenge again when someone has to set out. How many are they right now? Are they?
There's
There
7.
are 3 plus 2 plus 2.
No, there's 7
7.
because it was final 8 last
Yeah,
time.
7.
So there might be a chance the 7th gotta set out.
Why would
on
anyone
another
be sitting
challenge.
out? There's no. Why would they split them up into two teams again?
Maybe. I don't know. I might be reading into the whole line again, just not to be wrong.
I mean, it could be. I mean, like it could be.
right?
It could totally be a clue, and there has been precedent for like advantages and stuff to be hidden during the
Yeah,
immunity
yeah.
challenge, like under the table and all of
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's always been like, oh, are you going to be brave enough to get it while everybody else is distracted? Blah blah blah. Like that could conceivably happen. Like the advantage is hiding in plain sight because it's like under table that they're supposed to run under. I don't know, but like that's
Or there's a buoy down below during the waterboarding challenge, and then they have to go down.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. That could
I
that could
don't
be
know.
it. But
Yeah.
more likely,
It's about a person.
yeah, more likely. But then, every time we've said more likely, we've always been wrong. We were like, it's very likely going to be Cody. Plot twist: it's Jesse's kid. Like, I don't know. All bets are off at this point. Like screw it, it's coming from Cassidy, and she's talking about Carla.
Well, that's not far from what is happening, right? Because Carla still is sort of hiding in plain sight. Right?
Yeah, well, the impression that I'm getting from it is that we see how much of how hard Carla is playing, at least how hard we think the editors want us to show Carla playing, but the people on the island don't quite see that, no?
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, this is the first time that she's gotten votes, so she's not really seen as a big target just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, possibly she's hiding in plain sight. One of my predictions, I guess, or one of the things that I'm going to that I'm going to logic my way into is that we're probably going to see Owen or Sammy go next week.
Owen or Sammy? Wow.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. Because a lot of the alliances have been. We have 2 strong alliances, right? We have Carla and Cassidy, and we have Cody and Jesse. And these are along original tribal lines.
Mm-hmm.
And the Baka tribe with the three gentlemen left seemed to
Mhm.
be the most of a mess out of like
Uh,
all of the right. So I guess we could see, um, I guess we could see like Vessi and Coco team up to take out
The
somebody from
Baka.
Baka. That way, it's a 2-2-2 split going into final six.
Oh, true.
could
True.
be, man.
Could be. Could be. But then again, I go back to this episode where Gabler approached Carla pointing out Jesse and Cody, they're the ones who are steering the ship. We have to deal with that soon. So
Yeah.
it's also something that's out there. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is.
And I like the fact that Gaber said that because
So
that's
it's
the
that.
first time that we see that he's thinking.
So this is another instance of the Ali Gabler resurfacing.
Yeah, I actually
Alright,
think that he might resurface this next
Mm.
episode.
I'm interested to see that.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's it for me, man.
that's it for
Sammy's the
you.
easy boot though.
Sammy's the easy
Sammy's an
boot.
easy
Yeah,
boot.
yeah, but then again, he's
Yeah.
also the goat. I think. I mean, overall goat. I think that he's the overall goat.
That's
Everyone
what we
knows
thought
that.
about Ryan.
Oh,
And
true.
then he got
True.
kicked out.
True.
But yeah, that was something that I actually wanted to bring up in our survivors of the week as well.
Mhm.
Like I would like to amend my statement about everybody having a shot at the million. Like Sammy is really
Sammy
giving
does
me
not has no shot at it. Anyway,
like he's
speaking
giving me
of
zero
which,
vote finalist
yeah.
vibes. You know?
Speaking of which, yes, let's go ahead to our survivors of the week. First things first, Castaway of the week. Joao already said his, but let's just go ahead and say it again.
Noel.
Noel,
well,
despite the fact
that's
that she
good.
got voted out, you think that she was the featured Castaway of the week?
She definitely won the week. No ifs and or buts. Everybody came out. We were supposed to come out of this episode thinking that Noel is a boss, and followed up by Jesse.
Hmm.
This is something that I probably should have mentioned earlier, but there was that little move by Jesse after he voted her out where he was saying like, "I'm really sorry, I had to, mad
I had to
respect,
do
all
it,
of that. Yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it." Like, that was one currying favor with one of the jury members,
Jurors,
but
yeah.
was one of the jurors, but also at the same time reinforcing to the audience that Noel is a hero.
Mm. Yeah, because
Because
it was an affirmation that if I had gone to the final with you, I wouldn't have won.
yeah, so like in a way, Noel is I would like to say that Noel is the survivor of the week in a plot twist.
In a plot twist. That's pretty cool. We're coming up with a lot of plot twists in this portion of
A
our
lot of
pod.
twists.
What about you, Martz? Who's your Castaway of the week?
For me, it's gonna be Jesse.
Jesse.
He did,
Why?
plan the ouster of the well, but I
Mhm.
did trick editing by everyone. So that's it.
Yeah, well, actually, I also have, but I didn't think of the way John was had a creative way of thinking of the Castaway of the week. Yes, I did also have Jesse as my Castaway of the week.
Awesome.
Mostly because of the plan, right? While it was about taking out Noel, he was still the one who got the cool new edit, uh, and it was his kid who said the line. So technically, he said the line,
Yeah.
the title, and I like the fact that despite him not being any sort of challenge beast, he gets to go on to the reward and steers the vote in the end. And he
Yeah.
didn't. He was by no means. He is by no means a challenge beast. I have not seen him dominate any challenge so far. He's getting along. He's in mid, but they're starting to see his game. But yeah, he's still there. He's still in the middle of the pack, really. But he gets on the reward challenge. He steered the vote. So that's why he's my Castaway of the week.
I can totally see that in this era of head versus heart versus gut, we're seeing the head win.
Yeah. Right. And then
It's a head game right
that's exactly what Jesse represents. Let's go ahead to our goat of the week. Let's see if this is a unanimous goat of the week. Who's the goat of the week, guys?
Sammy.
I have no other name to say. So there you go.
Sammy, yes.
This is
hands
by
down.
default, by the way.
Yeah. Hands down, no one trusts him anymore. He's like
Yeah.
neither on the tribe nor on the jury. Probably only Jeff trusts him to come out with the plain truth. While everyone is beating around the bush, he's the one who like comes in with a, "Yeah, you know what, Jeff, this is how it is."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, everyone else just doesn't trust him. He's too much of a Havaianas. He's a flip flop. So yeah, goat of the week all the way to the final if they do bring him to the final, Sammy.
Yeah, boy.
All right, and last on survivors of the week, purple of the week. Who is your purple of the
who's your purple of the week, Joel? I'm interested to
because,
to hear
because
your
I've been
purple of the
coming
week.
because I've been coming up with jokes about the purple of the week.
And I want to see if we have the same joke. Let's go.
Okay. So my purple of the week for this week, actually, it's not a who, it's a what. There for me there was a lack of drama and excitement. That's what I didn't see. Wait, did Joao
Okay.
just freeze again? Joao?
No, Joe's okay.
Oh my god. Oh, I think it's my internet. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
There you go. Okay, there you go.
Checklist
Alright.
number 2.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Anyway, so for me, it was drama and excitement
Drama.
got purpled, especially after the
Alright.
drama-ridden episode last week.
That's it.
Right, and then for this
Alright.
week, everyone was it was a different kind of drama because everyone was so supportive. Go Noel, you can do it, Noel, and all of that. And even for me, I mean, again, because they got letters instead of videos. For me, drama was there was less drama, and there was less excitement. And I really missed it, especially with the drama-ridden episode we got last week. What about you guys? Who or what is your purple for the week?
Well,
I have
actually,
so
didn't
many.
notice the alligator in this episode. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Maybe
all
it's
right.
because he's hiding in plain sight.
Maybe.
All right.
All right. What about you, Joe?
Sammy's jury votes.
I think it's gonna get purpled all the way till the end of the season.
Sorry.
I don't think it will matter anymore in 2 episodes.
The other one are the ghosts from
From
the
last
videos.
award.
The videos, yeah, the creepy ass loved ones videos.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah.
after having watched the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and how creepy that movie was, like Survivor's family visit is missing that creepy factor.
All right. Anyway, guys, any other thoughts that you might have for this episode? Get that money, baby. Does that sound like a 9-year-old?
For me, not because my rental for this room is about to expire in a few minutes.
All right.
Hey guys, it's been nice to be here live without just being an incorporeal thought machine, though. So I'm good with that.
Nice.
Or audio.
Okay.
Or audio.
All right. What about you, Joe? Any final thoughts? That's it. Okay.
Go Noel.
Go
Go,
Noel.
okay, Noel.
Good for
I
Noel.
like that.
I salute her gameplay. Too bad
was
she didn't
good.
get to the final. Had she gotten to the final, she would have won everything. Anyway, that is it for this episode of the Council of Titos. If you liked our video, please hit the like button so we don't get voted off the channel. Also, consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever we come up with new content on the Laro-Laro channel. This channel has other shows on it, focused on sports and other similar things. And for those of you who don't want to have to look at our mugs as we talk Survivor, you can just catch us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Council of Titos and you will hear us. Anyway, this has been Chief Bizdak, Joel Parcon.
I'm Joao and I'm still loving the black.
And this is Martin.
All right. We hope you can join us on the council again soon. Until then, stay safe, everyone. The Titos have spoken.